Okay, what we're going to do today is break down this full auto AR and clean it, 223 caliber. First thing you want to do before you start cleaning any kind of gun is make sure that it's clear, nothing's in the chamber. This one is clear. Then you want to take your rear pin, pop your rear pin, come up here to the front, pop your front pin, separate the two. Now you have your standard upper and lower. Now remove your bolt carrier group. You're going to clean it separate. Take your charging handle and lay it to the side. What we're going to be doing today is using a brass brush to initially break up the stuff that's gotten a little baked on in here during the temperature of firing. Loosen everything up so when we use our Rifle product that it will come out easily. So you want to come into the back here because the chamber gets smaller as you go forward. Take your brass brush and just run it all the way through to the end. You want to do this several times to make sure that you get a good sweep through several times on the lands and grooves of your rifling. Then you want to do this cleaning with a patch. I use a little patch kit. I take a standard 1x1 patch and I cut them in half because the 22 diameter is such a small diameter. And you also want to spray a little bit of your cleaning oil on that. And do the same process, and you're going to do this several times until this patch comes out clean. And it is a very tight fit, but it will eventually go through there. You just got to work with it a little bit. You'll see how dirty the inside of this barrel is. Really, really dirty. It's going to take you several times to get this barrel clean. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to do it just a couple more times. Get most of it broke loose or get most of it out. And it is a tight fit, which is what you want to get the cleaning part done. See, it's not as dirty the second time. So the product Rifle is doing its job. We're going to go through this one more time. Now normally when I clean my rifles, I may go through this thing 6 or 8 more times just to make sure that everything is clean. And here we go. And not near as dirty. Probably about 3 more passes through this, it'll be completely clean. But for today, we're going to stop right there and move on. For your bolt carrier group, the best way you can do that is just use your patches and just initially wipe it down to start with and get it as dry as possible from lubrication that's on it when it's firing. And you'll take and put some rim oil on it. If you want to, at some point in time, if you're feeling the courage to take this thing apart, you can take this pin out. This bolt will come out. Take the pin out, twist this here and lift it up, and the bolt will come out and your firing pin will fall out the back here. You don't have to do that too often. Basic cleaning, unless you're shooting a lot. will normally take care of anything that you have going on in here. Your gas key, just want to make sure that you get all the gunpowder off of it. Make sure everything's clean in and out. And you'll see there's not a lot of residue coming off of this bolt. With a lot of shooting, they do have a tendency to get it extremely dirty. We'll say this is clean. We'll pull this gear back out and wipe off that little lubricant on that T-handle. Here again, there's nothing really life-threatening with dirt buildup on it. Assemble this. Wipe off your dust cover a little bit. Close that up and lay it to the side. Then you want to come over here to your lower receiver. I find it best to keep from breaking your knuckles. Put a little pressure on it with your thumb and pull the trigger. Let the hammer rest up. You're bouncing around in here and you don't have it on safe and you hit the trigger, it's going to hit your knuckle, and that's not going to be a good thing. And I'll take a fresh patch. Just shoot just a little bit on it. I'm going to come in here, magazine area right here. You'll see the powder coming off. You just want to clean it up really nice. Make sure you don't have any excess powder and debris in your trigger housing. And this is basically it for cleaning, for a quick clean on a reasonably used AR-15. As with anything, you can go into great detail and you can pull pins and take triggers and springs and sears and everything out of it and just hand clean each part, but you'll have to do a lot of shooting if you ever have to go to that trouble. A basic cleaning, making sure your springs are lubricated and everything's working smoothly and everything seems to be in working order here. You can simply put this back together and you have cleaned your AR and it's ready to go again.